I see what you're pulling up. I see what you're pulling up. I see what you're looking at.
Oh no, this. Well, I mean, I wasn't going to bring it up, but
oh no, I'm totally down to talk about it. Hold on, let's get through football first, and then we can talk about this actual like crap show that's going on. Can we
just? Would you have sex with Skip Bayless for $1.5 million?
No. No. And it's mostly because of his football takes.
Yeah. I mean, I could push my, my sexual boundaries, but if I had to hear him
Skip
talk about them Cowboys afterwards,
can't do it.
No. Deal over.
Can't do it. Yeah. So apparently,
there's a lawsuit, right?
Yeah, there is a lawsuit that's being filed against Fox Sports in which Joy Taylor apparently, again, allegedly, it is being there was a hairdresser who was basically raising some allegations that Joy Taylor was sleeping with or was offered money, I think, right? With Skip Bayless, was sleeping with one of the top execs at Fox to get on a show. And on top of that, also there was oh my God, was it Emmanuel
Ocho?
Yes, he was there as well. And it does not, again, it's a lawsuit, it's allegations, nothing has been confirmed yet. But dude, if this stuff is true, holy crap. Like, how damaging to the freaking industry, dude. Like, it's such a joke of how you can allow like this kind of culture to exist within this organization. And it also is such a slap into the face, like the people who work their asses off to try and get into those positions, to get airtime, to get these spots. It sucks, man. Again, it's allegedly, it's in the lawsuit, but yeah, it's not good.
I think like there's sexual harassment allegations being claimed against Skip Bayless.
Yep.
And that he offered his hairdresser $1.5 million to sleep with him. That's one allegation, right? I think like the Joy Taylor thing, like was the other part of it is she was aware of the harassment to the hairdresser. And I think there was something that about her telling the hairdresser to like, what is it?
Good team, not great team. That's what I think about the Seahawks.
Was aware of it. Basically didn't do anything about it. And then there's the sleeping with executives or whatever allegations as well. I don't really care as much about that. I think it's weird when you start to get into that territory, but it's like this thing like if it's true, it's like, but like Skip Bayless having that much power there for that long, last like 3 years, and then they finally fired him, moved on from him this last year. And like, how do you allow that to go on if it's true? What part of you thinks like that's how you run a successful show? And you're right. Like the worst part is it takes away from so many people who do these jobs so well and put so much time and effort into it. And it becomes like this meme and it gets like, it gets gross on Twitter specifically, like when something like this happens versus like having empathy for the situation. It just becomes like this sexualized sort of one-sided trashing of people when you don't even know the story.
Send the invite, Mike.
It's bizarre. But
yeah, man, it sucks because again, you talk about like the culture aspect of it and being like, yeah, this is the way that we want to run things. Like, and it's coming from executives too, again, allegedly, but like it's such a disappointment. And I know we have talked a lot about sports media. You have done countless videos on sports media.
Yeah.
And talking about why there has been this shift over to YouTube and to other creators to be like, hey, we're not just having talking heads or people who don't know what the hell they're talking about. And in this situation, if this situation is true about folks getting opportunities over other folks, they're not the most knowledgeable. It's disappointing to say the very least, because again, the work that folks are doing to get into these spots and they're not being showcased it's just disappointing, and it hurts the entire industry. So, and like you mentioned too, like Skip Bayless having that kind of power is gross. It does not, and it takes away from the content and the sports and the football, and unfortunately just sheds a light on some nasty crap instead. So, yeah, not good at all. That's true, Brandon. That's true. Very, very true. Look at that seating. But hey, now they can just come on over to folks. Come over to YouTube. They can buy their subscribers and have a nice day. You know,
yeah, it gives, you know, if like it's something you want to do, sure. You have the opportunity to connect with people who care about what you care about in sports. Yeah. And you can talk about it the way you want to talk about it. And then you have to put in the work and be relentless and build on a platform, and the platforms are out there. And that's before the platforms were controlled by other people's, right? Executives. And that's why shit like this happens. Other people are in control and they have the say. On YouTube, you know, you're at the mercy of YouTube, but they give you the opportunity to do things your own way. It's
build the fan base from there, and you know, your bosses or that, or if you have sponsors, what have you. We did talk about it a little bit. Don't know where he's going to go though.